resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up. Highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Clemson Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects them.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Going to swing it on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. That's caught. It's Baxter. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space and opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. The give to the tailback. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Defense in press coverage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Williams. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Quarterback making checks. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, deep bomb. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Williams. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing pressure. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Rush is on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They boot it away on 4th down. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Gets it out quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Gives it on the option. And a 9-yard gain on first down. Leaves them with second and short. Going to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offense.
A shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it. offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds in the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The running back has it. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Overton. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed.
Running into the open space.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Baxter. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
NC State sending. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The run to the right. Slithers into space. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lofts one high and deep. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Baxter. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the pressure. Grab near the sticks. It's Baxter. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've got the screen set up, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Sometimes an offsides penalty can slow down a rush. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. Touchdown, Clemson! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And at this this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Split backs here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Oh, he's got a chance. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the try is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The short hands, it's Murray. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. These corners backing off a bit. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's got the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. They're working that left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. These corners going to give them some space. He's got him this time. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Bringing the heat. Jukes his way for more. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.